Hello and welcome back to yet another episode of Getting Near and Near. Back-to-back episodes this time around. Anyways, yeah, so hi. I am, okay. Alright, yeah, thanks, Spore. I really appreciate that. Anyways, what I wanted to state real quickly is that, today is interesting for at least me because I'm actually really energetic and I'm feeling rather confident, which is, not typical for me, to be completely honest, but hey. You know what? I'll take it. Some days you just wake up and you're just like, man, I feel like the whole world can't even stop me right now. You know, nothing's gonna break my stride. That sort of thing. Yeah, so these guys are gonna try to protect their king, I guess. And they're, okay. Yeah, hello. Where do these guys come from? Where are they? Okay, I know that they're around here somewhere. Give me a minute. Hold on. There they are. Okay. Man, the wildlife out here is insane. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to improve upon my combat because last time it was kind of rough. So I hopefully can do a little bit better this time around. Ugh. Yeah, these guys are not. They ain't goofing. They're a real deal. Yeah, that moose. Kind of messing up my day too. Okay. Whew. All right. I think we're chilling now. Oh my gosh, that was insanity, to say the least. But, anyways, now that we got a little bit of downtime, I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing here. I'm gonna go back to the map. Yeah, I'm going to map mode. I'm sorry. All right, photographs. That should happen automatically. Yeah, I believe. But I'm not too worried about it. Oh, I guess I just didn't go in the right place. Okay. Alright, cool. So anyways, with this newfound energy and confidence, I do want to talk about some things, and I think it's something I wanted to talk about for a while, but I feel like I just need to be in the right mind space and energy level to do so. But if this continues to be very chaotic, I don't know if I will be able to cover it, but I will hopefully try to get to the said topic that I want to talk about. And I know I'm kind of keeping it a secret now, right now, and it's like, oh, bro, just tell us what you're talking. What's on your mind, dude? You gotta wait. Sorry. All right, there's one more. Can I do anything about this dude? Oh, he wants us to kill all of his comrades first to power himself up. Bro was like literally aura farming up there. What the hell? Oh, okay. He was like literally Piccolo from like Dragon Ball. All right. Was he wearing a turban? That'd be cool. So I will mention it right now. Okay. I'm a very emotional person. Nothing that new, right? I've said it like probably a bajillion times now. And I would consider myself to be, as what I've heard from others describe it as an emotional sponge. Emotional sponge being someone who just, you know, when they go throughout the world and they pick up on these little energy signatures from everybody else, right? Like little emotional signatures. And you kind of carry that for like the whole day. And maybe into the next or whatever. And so like you're very unfortunately influenced, by your surroundings, unfortunately, and sometimes fortunately, right? But as you can see where that might lead, with the internet being the internet, and even if you're not chronically online, you still get affected by these things on the internet, like whatever stupid drama that's going on, you know, whatever flavor of the month it is. But it's usually like negative things and like drama and like people getting canceled, and you know, it's like sometimes like, you know, it's like, yeah, like people being held accountable and, you know, is important, and sometimes very rarely I would say it can be justifiable, but you know, obviously people take it to the extremes and it goes way out of hand. Nothing like too new, right? Like that sounds all familiar. You're like, okay, whatever, dude. Like everyone knows about it. Everyone talks about it. you're not providing anything new here. That's true. You know, but what I'm getting at is like being as someone who's like more on the emotional sponge side of things, you know, that kind of gets to me, even if it's like, you know, like someone did something bad, you know, it's like, oh man, it's awful. Or in some cases, I feel like in a lot of things that I've been seeing, at least recently, I just see like really unjustified anger towards, or like animosity towards a creator or someone, right? And then you like look up the reasons, and granted, you're not getting the full context and everything, so like I don't, you know, you got to be kind of cautious with that. But you know, you see the excuses that people like use to like attack these people. Also, I'm really trying to figure out how does one. Oh, whoa, that's so cool. I didn't know about that. Oh wait, hold on. My bad. You want to talk? Sorry. Oh my gosh, that was really rude of me. I see him and I'm just immediately on site. Attack. You cannot understand the feelings of a machine. Wait. So, oh, sorry. Hacking skills. Okay. Only someone with hacking skills. Okay. Heard that. Alright, I apologize. I actually did not mean that. I'm so sorry. I accidentally pressed X instead of B. That's on me. But anyways, yeah, so you know how the story goes, right? And if you're an emotional sponge, or I don't think you even need to be an emotional sponge to feel that sometimes, but it sucks, you know? It's like when people are just being like stupid and dumb, being big dumb heads, and you know, they say like really nasty things in the comments, and it's like, yeah, you shouldn't read the comments, and like usually I don't, but like sometimes I do, because I'm like, you know, sometimes like, did someone say the thing that was on my mind, you know? And usually yes, that's the answer is yes. But you know, then you come across someone just being like really belittling, or like basically in a lot of cases, and this is how I imagine it, it's just this other person who has like issues going on in their own lives, and they're using this as like a coping mechanism. They're using it as their personal emotional punching bag, if you will. And I think this, you know, it can be very upsetting, especially knowing the fact that it's like, man, that's, you know, that's awful. You know, like, how can they be okay with themselves and, you know, say these awful, heinous things to these people who I don't think really deserve the hate that they're getting. You know, yada, yada, yada. That's nothing too new, but it is just upsetting when you see that online, and then like you kind of carry that throughout your day, and man, it sucks, right? Like it's really hard to like move past it sometimes, because it's like just everywhere, and it's like, you know, and it's seemingly getting worse. I don't know if it is. I mean, the internet's always been kind of a, you know, it's a little bit of a shit show, no? However, you know, despite all that, right? Despite all those things, I think it's important that like if it's someone that has like a ludicrous opinion, or you think that is like actually a really bad take, or is unjustifiably calling people names online and stuff like that, especially towards like creators that you care about. Okay, hold on, they're talking. This is interesting, isn't it? Sense of loyalty. I was gonna say simping, but yeah. But aside from that, you know, it's just that I guess I'm forgetting. I've forgot what my point is here, or rather, what I was talking about, like where I was on the track. Yeah, like just people getting unjustifiably like attacked, and if you feel that way, right, and you see these people and they're just saying like these stupid like things, right? I mean, I think you guys can fill in the blanks, probably, is my guess. Hold on. Okay, them birds. Holy shit. Oh, there's a big one. Cool. But yeah, you probably fill in the blanks, like, you know, like typically the type of people that might do it. Oh my gosh. What was that? I can't. Sorry. Like my camera keeps moving very wildly. All right. So anyways, but you know, I had like a simple epiphany, right? Nothing crazy. But the thing is, a lot of those times, those people are seeking a reaction, seeking attention, and a lot of times it's better to just not give it to them. And that way they'll have to like sit with their own negativity and actually have to deal with it themselves, as opposed to getting a reaction and using that reaction as a way to cope with their problems in their lives. Because, you know, at the end of the day, even though they say heinous and awful things, like, they're still human beings too. And so usually there's a lot of things that lead, oh my gosh, they hit each other? That lead to that, right? So I take that into consideration, and, you know, because I always try to level with people, you know, even if it's like they say ridiculous things or they believe in things that I really strongly disagree with, but I always try to level with people and try to like hear them out. And, you know, it can be difficult in some cases, like this one, where like people just are just really, really rude and mean online, and just, you know, also sending death threats and, you know, dumb shit like that. And, you know, and obviously death threats without a doubt is wrong. Like, you should never, ever, ever do that. I completely am against it, obviously. I think we're about to get a cutscene here, so I'll give that a quick minute here. But I'll try to finish up my thought real quick. But, you know, you realize that, like, if they're, like, someone who is someone that will not, like, invest any attempts or effort into, like, mentalization, which is, like, you know, like, thinking critically and all this other stuff, if they don't do that, then it's not worth your time to talk to them. And a lot of times. And so with that, you know, if they have a really, let's say, like, a bad take, right? Well, we'll just call it a bad take. Just realize that, like, they're not even willing to, like, probably mentalize. And if they're not willing to, you know, think critically and articulate upon their own opinions and stuff, then why should that opinion matter to you? Why should it have any weight? You know, and it's like, it's, you know, partly due to the negativity bias that human beings tend to have. But, you know, it's just like, it, you know, affects you and it bothers you, and you're like, wait a minute, you know, why should I care about their opinion? Because it's not well articulated. They're not willing to even have a conversation. They think in black and white. Why should I care? You know, and I will care once they mature and start investing their efforts into, you know, mentalization. You know, being able to think critically and think of other possibilities outside of their black and white thinking. And so that invigorated me today, specifically. But there's also more than just that. There's many other things too. Just, you know, like current life situations right now, like kind of like where I'm positioned at in life right now. And you know, it's just like stuff that can get to you after a while, you know. And like I started caring about things that I didn't care about in the past and all that sorts of stuff, which I think I want to save that and share it for maybe possibly the next episode if I'm feeling up for it. However, I think it's probably best to not overwhelm this video with a bunch of topics. What happened to him? I hear him. Okay, that's what I thought. I'm just gonna stay back. What is happening? Hey, yo, come on, man. Bro. Okay, I'll go back over here. Playing too much like a wuss. Alright. But I think it's best if I, like, save that for another time, so it's just not, like, constant bombardment of things. But overall, you know, it's like... Okay. In a lot of ways, you know, the world is kind of how you make it. She did call them nines. That's cool. So I just kind of wanted to share that, and so if anyone else is like currently like struggling with like the, you know, if they like hate on the internet and stuff, you know, just recognize that like those people are, you know, while it's like, to be clear, I don't condone that whatsoever. I don't condone that behavior. But if it's something we can't have control over, we need to recognize that, right? We don't have control over it. We can't control what these people do and what their lives are like, and you know, we can't help try to improve them in any way, shape, or form. And you know, so we got to do what we can do for ourselves, you know, and if it's weighing on us and causing us problems, we need to maybe change like how we go about you know, like absorbing all that emotions and stuff. And if you're someone, if you can recognize that you're like an emotional sponge or whatever, right? You know, it's sometimes you have to realize that sometimes it is a weakness, but there is a lot of strength in it too. And so yeah, it's just like a lot of it's based on interpretations and like how you want to go about handling things and such. So I feel like I'm ranting at this point. I don't know if anything I just said made sense. Sometimes I get so lost in my sentences that I'm not even sure if it logically even makes sense. So, but then I would watch it back and be like, oh, that actually did make sense. Or sometimes like, what? Oh. It's fine. Never change, 9S. Never change. Okay, don't need this. Oh. Machine life form. Okay, we don't need this right now. Alright, so heard that. So my question is, how do we get up on the top floor? I don't think there's any way I can cheese this. No, I don't believe so. So we can just... So we got on this floor, right? I don't see how we can get to the top one. Wait a minute. Okay, we do it like that. But we can't do it for the next. Yeah? Interesting. So, but if we go this way, is there something we can do over here? No. But that could be also the same situation where it's like, oh, it's only useful for a machine life form. So, should I assume so? Yeah, you know what? Let's just forget that. Let's just move on. Because that is totally possible. All right, come on, TV, come on, girl. All right, thank you. All right, so I think I mostly said what I wanted to say on that piece, and I'm glad to have been able to like get through that, because I feel like I was willing to sacrifice this series to like just not talk about in-depth things again, just for the sake of, you know, like being more immersed into the game and whatnot. And it gets really complicated, but I just thought, like, you know, I used to be able to do it, so it's a skill issue, and I can, you know, manage and find a way to, you know, be able to multitask again. I just haven't done it in a while. I'm just out of practice, and you know, especially with me having more energy today and feeling a little bit more confident. That was really dumb for me to do. Don't ask me. I thought this would be a good time to tackle a subject I think I want to talk about for a while, because it does get to me, man. It's like you're just on the internet. Like, I'm not even chronically online. You know, I'm not chronically on social media either. But, you know, you'll see like a funny clip and it's like, oh, you know, like I don't even know these content creators that much or that well. But it's just like, man, that's awful what people are saying, like, you know? And I really can't stand it, you know? I cannot stand that behavior, and I'm just like, how can people be like this? You know, like how can, you know, I can understand like people being like, you know, like rude, but just like it's so like aggressive and heinous. And it's nasty. It's nasty shit, and I don't like it. But again, you can't control the world, and you know, you got to focus on what you can do, right? And like what you can control and what you can influence. And so this is my way of like kind of coping with it. Just getting on a video game, you know, start recording, start talking, ranting, saying a bunch of bullshit. And, you know, maybe someone will be out there listening. Maybe not. You know, we're a small channel, yada. But, I like having a place just to express it. And, just something's weighing on my mind, talk about it. Try to articulate upon it. And, just doing my best. As much as I can. All the time. It's how I like to live my life. Always 100% effort. So that way there's always... There's no chances for regrets. And anytime that I do mess up, and I like, you know, I'm really harsh about it, and like I regret it to some extent, right? I always remind myself, it's like, yeah, but like, did you do your best? It's like, yeah, but I could have done better if I'd known this knowledge. But it's like, well, you had to make the mistake in the first place to even obtain that knowledge. It's like, yeah, that's true. So it's just good to know and remind yourself sometimes that like, if you're always giving it 100, oh, that's a ladder. I didn't see it initially. Wow. But if you always give it 100, you can always remind yourself that like you were giving it 100, and you goof up, you make mistakes. That's okay. You know, move on to the next. So, and I think from now on too, I just want to focus on doing more things that I want to do. I've been having a lot of decision paralysis in my life, and what seems like the past year, if not more. And so I need to let that not dictate me so much as much as it has been. So that's why I'm here recording yet again, and just kind of full sending it. Same thing. All right. So odds are, yeah, the other one is for machine life form. So I'm not gonna worry about that for now. What's up here? Okay, nice. Small recovery. We've been chugging those. We've been going through them like crazy. Let me guess. Oh, no, okay. That was worth it. I'm glad I tried it, because I was like, oh, this is going to be another one for the machine life form. And it's like, nah, dog. Actually? Actually? Okay, we zoomy. We got the zoomies. Ooh. This is kind of cool. Ah. Damn it. 9S, get out of the way, dude. It's totally your fault. Clearly. It's not me just playing the game very poorly or anything. I really don't like these enemies, though. I'm gonna be really honest. Oh my gosh. Holy shit. I don't know how I managed that. But what I don't like about this enemy... Oh my gosh. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna be really honest. I don't know what to do in that situation. Okay. Yeah. A hollowed out doll suffered a double KO at the manufactured city. Okay. Alright, so... I'm gonna save everyone's time back at home. I'm just gonna go ahead and skip to where I was, okay? How does that sound? Sound pretty good? Okay. I'll see you over there. Alright, we are back where we left. Yeah, we'll go ahead and retrieve that. Wasn't me. I could seek revenge on this thing, but I think I just want to save some time, so bye-bye. I don't feel like dealing with that. Anyways, I apologize for that. That definitely was my bad moment. Oh, hey. We were so close. Oh, he was only level 1. Okay. Can I aim back here? Wait, what? What is happening? What is happening? Hey, yo. Okay, I think I just needed to let them through. Okay, there we go. Okay, is that a glitch or something, or like is that actually intentional? That'd be wild if it was intentional. Hey, yo, come on, man. Chill. Yo, chill. Bro. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Please stop. Alright, cool. We're getting some mad levels. It feels like. Didn't we start at like level 19 here? I don't know. I don't remember. Oh my god. Full sin. Alright, there's still one more. Okay, several more. I have to correct myself on that. Okay, my bad. Okay. Alright, so presumably it's okay to now save. Okay. Okay. Please, 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 please. Okay. Okay, we're fine now. We're fine, we're fine. Whew. Alright. So now we have that. And I was unfamiliar with how this game handles I guess deaths. For some reason I was under the impression that if you die, like you would have to, it wouldn't save anything you did. But upon like coming back, I saw that the chests I previously opened were still open. And I also found a new chest on the way back. I didn't think it was really important to include that, at least in the recording. I probably cut it out, so sorry about that, but yes, I did find a random box somewhere. Oh. It's a child. What the hell are those? Oh, it's their king. Whoa. Hey. Oh my god. Talk about brutal. Holy shit. You good? What did that thing do to you? Oh. Annihilation recommended. Can I talk to her? What if I just walk past her? Just be like, I don't feel like it. Ooh, it's kind of hard to see what she's doing. Oh, yep. Big sword. Okay. Seems like she really likes that move. Oh, wow. Okay. Maybe I should like look up how to do like combos and stuff. Oh my gosh. Am I supposed to like jump that or something? Oh, okay. Okay, nice. Man, yeah, it's really hard to really focus on this fight and also talk. Holy. Whoa. Dude, she's so cool. Yeah, what the hell, man? Ooh. Interesting. Command has betrayed us. Oh, no, no, no. Ah, oh, damn it. My dumbass. Okay. Wait, he said A2 just now. How do we know it's A2? Did he say it earlier? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Or did we meet her earlier? I don't remember. Oh my gosh, just call after call. Holy. Oh yeah, Pascal. Yeah, somehow. Okay. All right. So we're definitely furthering the story and progressing a little bit more, which is very nice. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we can go ahead and talk to Pascal real quick and see what's going on with this whole A2 situation. I don't remember. Does this actually heal you? No. We have to still use recovery. Okay. We'll go ahead and use a medium. That's pretty good. All right. Let's go ahead and transport. And I remember from last time, we need to go to Pascal's village if we want to go see Pascal. Imagine that. Imagine that. All right, now we're back in Pascal's village. And, okay, we're going to dash back immediately. Right, he's up there. Or they're up there. I don't... Yeah, whatever. Let's go over here and talk to you. Yep, let's go ahead and transfer that real quick. Crazy shit, right? Gonna upload it to YouTube. She shouldn't want to attack them, right? Ooh. Yeah, we haven't been back in the resistance camp for a while, so let's go ahead and head back there. I'm really interested. Sure, yeah, there it is right there. I was like, surely there's a... It's gonna be called resistance camp, right? Because I'm pretty sure there's a teleporter over there, but wasn't entirely sure. But this confirms it. Okay, now we're here. Hell yeah. Ah, I don't know. Oh my gosh, really? Still? All right. He literally cut her off just to say that. It's like, nah. We got more important things to say. I wonder what you have to say. No. Stop, 2B. No. I want to talk to her. Come on. All right. Soldier. It's so relaxing to listen to music. Don't you agree? Yeah. Totally. I could tell you were a connoisseur. I've never seen that word spelled out. Well, I haven't seen it spelled out in a while. I could tell you were a connoisseur just by looking at you. Here, have this. This is what people used to call a jukebox, a machine that plays music. You can play any song you like on it, as long as you have the necessary records. It's yours to use. Cool. So that means I can play like whatever song I want out on like... Yo, that's actually sick. I didn't know this was a thing. Okay. I'll play around with that at some point in the future, but as for right now, I'm gonna let it slide. Did not notice this in the past. My bad. All right, so I think I'll talk to this person here and then stop furthering the story and kind of just maybe find a side quest to do. Because I think, I don't know, I just don't want to rush the story too much and end up like being underleveled in the future. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do this now, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do next. ちょうどいい。我々アンドロイド軍が太平洋に展開している空母があるんだが、近々補給に戻ってくる。我々レジスタンス。Oh yeah, out near the sea. Okay, I know where that is. It's by the sea, believe it or not. 海岸沿いにある補給用のミサイルが準備されているんだが、機械生命体たちも最近活動を活発化させているから、警戒はしておいた方がいいと思ってね。Heard that. Okay, cool. Yeah, Sometimes I'd be like listening to them and I like kind of want to repeat what they say sometimes, but I stop myself usually. So, uh, but man, my oh, I forget what that's called. I'm just gonna let that thought go for right now. All right, this is from the amusement park. I remember having fun there together. Together. Wait, what? Hand it over. Okay, I gotta continuously hand over. This is a waterfall in the forest. I think I stumbled up onto it one day when I was lost. But how did I get there in the first place? Okay. So this is the person that we got the photos from. Sorry, my memory is just not very like clear on all this because it's been so long since I actually like got back into recording this, and so yeah, I don't remember a lot of things from like previous episodes, unfortunately. All right, excuse me, is the music box, or is this the music box you were looking for? That's it. Where did you find it? In the amusement park next to the corpse of an android. Maybe that was its owner? Oh. Oh god, it got really dark there. Was she? Well, it's awfully rusty, but with a little work, I should be able to get it playing again. Of course. Thank you for bringing the box to me. Now I can finally concentrate on my work again. Oh, and you two are welcome to enter the back anytime you like from now on. Sick. All right, we got an anti-chain damage, which I'm not really sure what that is. Animal bait. Okay. Stuff. But it's nice that we were able to like kind of do that out in the open world. You know, like do these side quests while we're doing the main quests and whatnot. Look here, there's something carved in this column. 3 numbers. I wonder if it's a set of coordinations or coordinates, sorry. Target point, maybe? Or a hidden location? No way to tell. I'll add them to the map regardless. Okay. That snap over the cake is crazy. All right, we got another quest here. What to do? What to do? Ask what's wrong. Okay, what's wrong? Maybe I can help you out. Say, you're from the bunker, right? Well, turns out I have some packages that need transporting, but I can't get them out of storage. One of my superiors was in charge of it, but now I have to do it. And there's so much stuff that I can't possibly move it. She's gonna have my head for this. I gotta get those packages for transport out there. Oh, Jesus, out of there. Okay. Think you can get the goods for me? Yeah, I guess so. Great. Thanks a million. All right. Okay, we're just walk. What is happening? Huh? Oh. What is happening? Okay. So it's a puzzle. Oh, this is kind of cool. So let me gather. Wait, hold on. Oh my gosh. I see. So if okay, here's the thing. If I move this up, then I can go over there and get that item down there. But then I will basically screw myself there, right? Or alternative. This is quite difficult, no? Wait. No. I was overcomplicated it. All I have to do is just go on the left side. Alright, so we just move this up, and then we can have access to pretty much everything. Me and my stupid mind sometimes. It's really not that difficult. I was getting so focused on the right side over here because there was just more items. It's like, oh, okay, I need to figure out how I can move this about in a way that will let me get through. Dummy. Just move the left side and then you're good. Okay, can I just... Okay, cool. You don't have to do the whole thing. Just enough to walk through. Perfect. All right, so now we can get this. And as so long as we don't have to like walk back to the entrance, although obviously, as you can see, if I don't push it all the way, I can walk through no problemo. So, all right, cool. Yep. That should be all the packages. So, yep, we did have to go through again. So I'm glad I didn't push it all the way. Head outside. Yep. Perfect. Oh. Sorry, my bad. Head outside to deliver the goods to the client. Yes. Go outside. There you go, my good sir. Oh. Alright. Now I can talk to him. Hey. Bro. Okay. There we go. You went and found everything? Talk about a lifesaver. You really need to organize your storage area. I can barely walk in there. Seriously, you need to clean up that place. I know. I'll take it up with my superior. Okay. Here's a little something for your trouble. Oh, wow. That's a little something, indeed. Yeah? Hey, cool. Now, granted, I don't know how much, like, this XP equates to in terms of this point in the game. Like, I don't know if it's, really helping me, like, level up a ton. But nonetheless, I still kind of enjoy doing these, side quests. Because, again, in my original playthrough that I did in my own time, like, well, I guess many years now. I guess not that many years, but, I didn't do a lot of these, and I definitely got under-leveled as, like, crazily. So, yeah, I ended up, not doing a lot of these. Okay, so I have a little bit of time left for this episode, but I would like to see... Hold on, what do we got going over here? I would like to see, if I can figure out this betrayers thing. Like, I would really like to, because last time, I went to the location and there's just, like, nothing. So, I'm hoping this time will be different. I see that there's 2 markers on the map here. What do we got going on here? Alright, so that's the race dude. And it seems like there's maybe something on here real quick. Just gotta climb up here again. Just make sure there's nothing over there. Alright. Or does it want me to talk to him? Oh, I forget. I always forget it's on the side. Alright. So up we go. And... right. And let's see. Well, it's no item. Yeah, it wants me to talk to him again. Cool. Managed to land safely. Hello, androids. I have nothing to do. Tell me a story. What? There isn't much we can tell. Okay, I think I've already read this before. How it used to be. Well, I suppose we can try. The city was a great number of humans. Numbers beyond counting. Something like that. Don't you remember driving them out of here? Humans were already gone at the time of manufacture. All I know is ruin and androids. Regardless, don't expect us to forgive you for the sins of your people. Machine life forms do not comprehend the concept of sin. Let's go, TB. Sounds good. Okay. And that's that. All right, so yeah, that's this referring to... yeah, the red dots are referring to the like people I can interact with, or robots I can interact with rather. Okay, so we cleared that out. I'm really confused about this betrayers mission, so let me see if I can like activate it maybe, and see if that works. Okay. Pursue the runaway androids. I really don't understand. So I think for the next video, I will maybe look up a guide prior and see what in the world is going on here. Because like what even, right? Like how do I even do this? And that way we can not be like aimlessly wandering about until we figure it out. So unfortunately, as much as I would like to figure this out right now, I will head back and call it an episode. So anyways, I really appreciate for anyone who listened to this rambling that I did for this episode. And I'm happy that you've been watching hopefully the series thus far, and if not, that's no big deal. I really appreciate anyone who's listening, nonetheless. So thank you so much. It really does mean a lot to me, and I will continue to be more consistent because this is something I think I really want to continue pursuing and being more consistent in. And then I've been on a huge like wanting to improve myself kick. So I'm gonna start doing more of the doing, I guess, if that makes sense, rather than, you know, keeping everything internal. It's like, oh, I should do this. Oh, maybe I should reflect on this, or maybe, oh, maybe I need to change my perspective on this. You know, doing all the internal work, but not doing any of the external work. So I need to stop living in my head. I live in my head all the time, and I need to start doing more actions. So hopefully I will continue to do so here. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you all on the next one. Okay, bye-bye.